All right, let's talk about principle number 6, process emotion consciously. And I want to talk a little bit about this. We're not separate from who we are. The decisions we make physically are very much tied to the decisions we make emotionally. And those emotional decisions are impacted by what you believe about yourself. And those beliefs are created by the people, words, and events of your past that told you something. So EFT tapping helps you understand, what are those limiting beliefs? Where am I emotionally charged on certain things, where I'm triggered? Meditation is like a window to your soul when you're calm and you're still and you begin to listen to your own intuition. But you've got to calm the mind. And meditation doesn't have to be sitting, on a mountaintop and omming. It can simply be being still, turning everything off, sitting outside and just watching the grass grow. Ideas will flow to you in that meditation state. It's so powerful when you connect to your intuition. Journaling is the window to your mind. I'm a journaler. I love to journal every morning. So I do these practices, and then I like to get things out of my head and down onto paper. And it's interesting how when you journal, when you start at the beginning of the year, I get a new journal every year, and then finish at the end of the year, go back and look at the journal. And it's interesting how much you've changed and what's happened. You can forget about it. It's a very powerful practice, especially for female leaders. It helps you make sense of the world. And finally, gratitude, finding things to be grateful for. Many years ago, I did a practice where for 30 days you had to write down 3 things you were grateful for, and there couldn't be 3 things you were grateful for the day before. And so I began this practice where I actually set aside, somehow I was going to be kind to somebody every single day, telling somebody they looked nice, thanking the cashier at the checkout for taking extra care bagging in the groceries, little things like that, sending a card to somebody, phoning somebody just because you think of them. It's amazing this amount of energy that flows when you take the emphasis off you and into being kind. But those in the process of emotion consciously, this is where you'll find your motivation, because I've seen this over and over again. Let me explain it this way. I've seen this so many times. You set a goal to achieve something. You're doing well for the first couple of weeks, and then the negative thoughts start. Then the self-sabotage kicks in because it comes as excuses. I'm tired. I can't do this. It's too much. And that's where we sabotage our success. When you understand where your emotions come from, when you understand through EFT how these emotions start, and you release the emotional connection to them, which is what we do in EFT by tapping on the meridian points around the face and body, helps lower that cortisol. And when you can see where you're emotionally charged to things, everything begins to make sense and you can reframe it. It's a very powerful aspect of the 10 principles of wellness, and something not to be overlooked in the busyness. In fact, this is probably more important than anything else.